G'day guys and girls, and welcome back. Well, we're off fishing today. Go put the boat in. Haven't put the boat in for a bloody long time, so we'll see how we go. Got the Colorado all packed up, boat packed up, and head out the front and see if we can catch something. Stay tuned, we'll give you an update on the little Mahindra and what's going on with it. Not real good, but anyway, let's get out there and see if we can catch some fish. Righto guys and girls, we've been out here for a bit now, and the fishing is absolutely pathetic. Mary's lost one fish.
It was huge.
She reckons she hooked it. I reckon she got a rock, but anyway, yeah, nothing on the board yet. And beautiful day. Look at that, gorgeous day. Absolutely blowing its ass off out the front there, but it's as rough as guts. And so we're sitting up the creek.
Waves going over the wall.
Yeah, waves coming over the wall there. Bit of a update on the little Mahindra. Oh my god, I just had a bite. Did you see that? Catch yourself, you'll be right. Yeah, update on the Mahindra. Back in, what was it, April?
Yeah. Back
in April, while doing a bit of filming, we bent the steering slightly on the Mahindra. Nothing real bad. Went to take it in and get it looked at Mahindra. They were flat out. They were snowed under with work and stuff like that. But I needed the Mahindra to get back to work. So ordered a couple of parts through them, the rack end bushes and stuff like that, tie rod ends, and I went round to Petters and they fitted it all, checked the rack out, everything was fine in it. Quite a simple job, got him back running. It wasn't actually that far out, it just towed out a little bit. And so we got him back running. It's been running since April. Haven't had an issue with it. The last couple of weeks we've noticed things getting a little bit progressively worse with it, where when you put your foot on the brake you can't turn it. She was locking up solid with your foot hard on the brake. When you release the brake you could steer it again, so something was definitely not happy in the front end of that. I took it in to get it looked at Mahindra twice. They had it in there. We were looking at upper control arm bushes, all sorts of problems. Couldn't figure out what the bloody hell was going on with this thing. Something was definitely not happy in the front of it. And so while it was in there, it developed a check engine light come on again, and that was the third time this check engine light's come on intermittently. And the code was there. It was saying something about a DPF sensor or something like that, but it kept going away, coming back. It was very intermittent, but it wasn't reliable enough to take to work, because if it went into limp mode all the way out of work, because I'm a fair way off, yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble trying to find a bloody carrier out there to put it on and everything else to try and get it home. And then I've got no vehicle to run to work because I've got to drive to site and back each day. So taking the Mahindra to work wasn't an option. It just sat at home and did bugger all. So it was getting a bit annoying how unreliable this little bloody thing was to buy for a work vehicle, and it couldn't get me to work. So this steering issue was a bit of a problem. Not quite sure what's going on, but it's in at Mahindra now. It's been sitting there for the last 2 weeks. They threw a steering pump in it trying to fix it, and that didn't fix the problem. They dove deeper into the whole steering side of it and found the internal of the rack has failed somehow. We don't know. What I can't understand is, like, the little bit of damage that happened back in April, if it was going to be that bad, it would have been that bad since April, you know, and it's been driving fine. We haven't been belting it off-road and carrying on, so I don't know what's actually let go inside, but short answer to the whole story is they've got to order a steering rack from India, because there's none here in Australia to go in it, and we've got to wait for it. And the engine light that kept popping up, it was an issue that Mahindra knew of, and the solution to that was replace the wiring harness, which is a bit of a pain in the bum because it's got to come from India as well. So yeah, so the situation is Mahindra's still sitting in there in Bundaberg, has been for a couple of weeks, still got no work vehicle. I've got to use the Colorado and go to work, and so not quite sure what's going on with it exactly. Wiring harness will be covered under warranty. Not quite sure what they're going to find with the rack yet, how it let go internally. And the biggest issue, or not really a problem, but more concerning, is if something's failed on the inside of the rack before the steering arms on the outside bend, and they're supposed to bend first because they're a sort of a fail-safe thing where if they bend, it won't hurt the inside of the rack. Well, something's let go on the inside of the rack, and I don't know what. So, but anyway, I'm sure they're all over it, and they'll find out what's going on with it. And, when I find out, I'll let you guys know. So anyway, we'll get back to our fishing and watch Mary catch absolutely nothing. Well, a little catch. Beautiful little black tip sharky. Hello everybody! Oh mate, don't go bigger. I'll give that a good 7 out of 10. Good dive. Alright guys, I'll give you a quick little look around this boat. The 474 Striker from Horizon, great little boat, got a 70 horse Yamaha 4-stroke sitting on the back of him, all walk-through transom, beautiful little setup. Bait tank in him. I've put twin sounders in him, so I've got the Ray Marine, so you got quad screen on him, so you can have your normal bloody fish finder screen, and all your bloody 3D imaging one. And then I've got the old Garmin sitting up the top there. That's just got all my lines and stuff on it where all my tracks used to be. Railblazer mounts in here for the phones. They are brilliant little setups. They just clip in like that. Phones don't fall out, they sit in there. Twin gauges from Yamaha. Got a switch down here to show how much voltage we've got left in the electric motor. I put a couple of USB ports and stuff in him as well. Got all the switch panel. And yeah, it's got this Railblazer design where you can put these little mounts in him. They just clip in like this, and that port will go in there, and that can slide all the way up this gunnel rail from one end of the boat to the other sort of thing on each side. Then we've got the lounge chair up the front where Mary usually has to sleep. Got the Ming Coder, absolutely Ming Codering at the moment, so it's doing a great job. Bimmy on the top. Now these things here, this one here can slide from front to back, and all the shade can go forward. We usually stick these rails in him and they go up in here and just hold him open, but today I was being lazy and just hooked a knocking strap on it because I didn't want to do it. And yeah, rod holders all over it, and one little shark. It's hardly a decent feed, which went back anyway. So jet ski's roaring up the creek. See if we can go catch another fish now anyway. Righto guys and girls, just got home after a little fishing trip. Wasn't really successful. One little small shark and a bloody brim. It's pretty pathetic actually. It was blowing its bum off there. And yeah, a lot of boats in the creek, not much fish. So we packed the boat up And I'll just quickly show you what we were doing the other day. This little project that we're doing, this old HJ47, throwing the engine in him, just a 2H, and dropped him in, so it's getting there slowly. Yeah, fair bit more to go on that old girl. But yeah, righto, hopefully next time I talk to you it will be good news about the Mahindra, and she'll be up and running, and hopefully it's not until after Christmas, because I really need it for work. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get this bloody thing back on the road, and we can do some more filming for you guys. Cheers.